load cell'i görüyorsunuz. Load cell için aslında biz platform tipi load cell kullandık. Bu sayede koçbaşımız load cell'in kendisine değil de bir platforma bastırarak kuvvet okumasını STM üzerinden gerçekleştirdik. Burada da görüyorsunuz. Sol tarafta tasarladığımız mekanizma çalışırken load cell'e baskı uyguluyor. Sağ tarafta da kuvvet okuduğumuz yerleri görebilirsiniz. Burada da bir yük testine tabi tuttuk. Karton bardağı ters çevirerek gayet başarılı bir şekilde mekanizmanın çalıştığını görmüş olduk. Bizi dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ederiz.
Merhabalar. Aslında önemli olan kısımlar kayda çıkmamış oldu. Teknik bir aksaklıktan dolayı sanırım. Ama ben buradayım. Soruları alabilirim.
Benim çok kısa bir sorum var. Çok teşekkür ederiz tekrardan.
Tabii.
Benim sorum aslında bu Python ve MATLAB bağlantısıyla alakalı. MATLAB tarafında analiz kısmında tam olarak neyin analizi yapıldı?
Şöyle aslında MATLAB'la Python kısmı iç içe olan şeyler değil. MATLAB'da biz mekanizmanın tasarımını optimize ettik. Python'da da bu optimize edilmiş mi gerçekten diye gerçek hayatta kontrollerini gerçekleştirdik.
Anladım. Python'la MATLAB'da herhalde entegre diye düşünmüştüm. O zaman tamamdır. Çok teşekkürler. Sağ olun.
Yok, ikisi ayrı sistemler. Önce MATLAB'da mekanizmanın optimizasyonu, daha sonra da gerçek hayatta bu optimizasyon gerçekten oldu mu diye Python'da görüntü işlemeyle profil takibini gerçekleştirdik.
Tamamdır. Çok teşekkürler.
Ben teşekkür ederim.
Tamam.
Greetings, this is Fatih Baya from Bursa University, and I will be presenting our paper implementing Monte Carlo tree solution for adaptive traffic light control. This is my study. Greetings, this is Fatih Baya from Bursa University, and I will be presenting our paper implementing Monte Carlo tree solution for adaptive traffic light control. This is my study. Let's start with section 1. Problem, global traffic congestion. As we can notice, urban traffic congestion is a significant global problem. These major economic losses contributes to environmental pollution and ultimately diminishes our quality of life. Traditional methods for controlling traffic signals, such as fixed time controllers that run on preset schedules, are simply not equipped to handle the dynamic nature of real-time traffic. Even more responsive methods like basic actuated systems tend to optimize a very local level, often fail to manage widespread, sustained congestion effectively. This clearly indicates a need for more intelligent and adaptive systems. So why we use Monte Carlo research? This need for an adaptive system led us to explore Monte Carlo research, MCTS. MCTS is a powerful heuristic search algorithm that is exceptionally well suited for complex decision-making problems. Its core strength lies in its ability to balance the exploration of new, potentially better strategies with the exploitation of strategies that are already known to be effective. Most importantly, for our work, MCTC uses simulation-based planning. This means it doesn't require a perfect preview model of traffic behavior, making it ideal for unpredictable nature of our problem. With that in mind, the primary objective of our work was to design and implement a functional proof of concept of an MCTC-based controller within the smooth simulation environment. Our goal was to demonstrate its feasibility and observe its adaptive behavior at a single intersection. Let's continue with section 2 by explaining methodology. Let's first define the system overview methodology. Our system architecture is straightforward. At its core, it's a Python-based MCTC agent system that communicates directly with law environment. The process follows a simple loop. First, the controller perceives the state of traffic network by retrieving the current signal phase. Most importantly, the vehicle queue length on each approach lane. This is done using the tracing interface. Second, using the state information as a starting point, the agent efforts at MCTC serves by stopping the simulation time, saving the station, and executing for all possible movements. Finally, once the search is completed, the controller executes best action is found by sending the optimal signal phase back. Diving deeper into MCTC framework, we define its key components for our specific problem. State representation is simple but effective. It consists of first signal phase and tuple representing the number of stop vehicles in each point or day. The action space is the set of possible decisions the agent can make, which in our case was to select one of the main gray signal phases for the intersection. To guide the search, we defined a remote function, as can be seen here. Our goal was to reduce congestion, so the reward is calculated as negative sum of all stop vehicles during a short simulation. And as negative reward is better. For instance, -2 is better than -5. So system will choose the -2 here. And finally, search itself is guided by UCT policy, as can be seen here in equation 2, which stands for upper confidence valve likely trace. This is a mathematical formula that balances the trade-off between exploiting wrong goods and exploring potentially better, less trade options. Let's continue with section 3, experimental setup and results. For our experiment, we use small simulation problem. Scenario was limited to a single isolated Fourier intersection, as shown in figure 1. Our Python-based MCTC controller interacted with this environment. The controller's behavior was governed by several k hyperparameters. We set decision interval of 12 seconds to allow traffic to evolve between decisions. And the MCTC iterations will Detection we keep it very low at 3 because of the computational budget. Since this further conceptual framework, small numbers are selected. But for greater numbers, the system will improve greater performance. Our results show that the controller exhibits adaptive behavior. This graph shows Q events of 4 domains. Each has been shown in figure 1 over the simulation. As you can see, there is a clear pattern that follows by end of simulation. When a peak event moves from a specific value, for example, the orange or green line, it is consistently followed by a controller decision that brings that Q line back down. This demonstrates great cause and effect relationship between the congestion the agent detects and the control action it takes to elevate it. The table, which is present in the next slide, provides the rationale behind controller choices specific moments. For example, at 40-second phase with a Q of 0, 0, 2, 0, the agent correctly chooses which had a projected reward of 3.5 over keeping phase 0, which had a reward of -9. Let's see. Here, this table provides why behind the agent's actions. At each decision point, the agent evaluates potential velocity for each action it takes. It then consistently chooses the action that is simulations project related to this outcome from the options. For instance, if you look at the decision made in the 40-second moment, the agent observed Q of 0, 0, 2, 0. Its internal simulations predicted that switching to phase 2 would yield a reward of -3.5, which was far superior to the -9 here. Naturally, it chose phase 2, demonstrating its logical data-driven decision-making process. Now it is important to determine its behavior correctly. Our agent acts as a reactive controller because it only makes a decision every 20 seconds. Significant queues have time to build up. And because it only loads 3 seconds, it is a feature that can only solve the most immediate and obvious problem. This is what leads to the oscillating patterns we have seen in the figure 2. While our study validates the LCT system of random is functional, we must be clear about its limitations because the hyperparameters we have used is not actually enough for greater scenarios because we only use a single intersection as prototype to prove this concept. Success something with traffic light controlling, but it can be extended for larger scenarios. And the parameters will be chosen accordingly as greater numbers, in addition with greater city networks.
Çok teşekkürler Fatih Bey. Benim çok küçük bir sorum olacak.
Buyurun.
Çok güzel bir çalışma. Bu MCTC ile yapılan çalışma farklı bir the search algoritmla kıyasladınız mı? Bu şeyde değil. Yalnızca bu bildirde değil de genel anlamda bir kıyaslama yapıldı mı? Performansları değerlendirebildi mi diğer search algoritmalarıyla?
Search algoritmalarında aslında hani bu tarz durumlarda genelde arama algoritmaları yerine derin pekiştirmeli öğrenme algoritmaları kullanılıyor. Hani MCTC için arama olarak benim literatürde bulduğum genelde Çok kısıtlı algoritmalar kullanılmış. Bunlardan da popüler olan sadece MCT'si var.
MCTC.
Arama şeklinde değil, daha çok işte reinformed hani pekiştirmeli öğrenmeyle daha çok optimizasyon yöntemleri kullanılmış. Bununla ilgili zaten sadece 3-4 tane çalışma bulabildim.
Hı hı. Anladım. Tamamdır. Çok teşekkürler. Sağ olun.
Teşekkürler.
Online session'ımızı tamamlıyoruz. Şimdi diğer salona geçeceğiz. Çok teşekkür ederiz. Abdullah Bey, diğer salonda tabii de Erdinç Yüzel Tekyas firmasından bizlerle olacak, endüstriyel bir sunum gerçekleştirecek. SolidWorks destekleri hem girişimciler hem de öğrenciler için. Diğer salona geçebiliriz. Sanırım link de diğer linke geçecek. Doğru mudur Abdullah Bey? Yoksa bu yayından mı devam edeceğiz?
Diğer linke geçebiliriz. Tek yazın önemli bir etkinliği var şu anda.
Tamamdır.